Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Totally Legit podcast. Today I am joined by my friend Ed from Pure Hardstone and our special guest Nico from Dinossindgeil. He is the second person ever to do what is called the God Run. That run starts in Demon Souls, includes Bloodborne, and ends in Dark Souls 3. Here's a brief look at Nico in action. And now, on to the episode. We are here today with myself, Totally Legit S-Stock, Pure Hardstone, also Ed, and Nico, who is
Hi.
He is our special guest today. And we've got a few
Hello.
questions for him, and we're just going to go through and get some nice conversation going. I'll start off with the first one here. Do you level decks?
Do I level decks?
Yes.
Of course, yes, of course. Like in my you mean in Dark Souls?
Yes.
Of course, yes. I normally level decks, yes, dexterity a lot. But in my current run, I don't.
Yes, because
I'm not leveling at all.
Yeah, you're doing what, a soul level 1 God run, I believe it's called.
No, I did the Soulsborne no hit run before, which is called, or which was called by the first one who did it ever, the Happy Hop. I'm not quite sure if you guys know him.
Familiar with.
Yeah. He called it the God Run because it's basically, it was 5 games, like all 5 Soulsborne games from Demon Souls up through the Soulsborne series 1, 2, 3, and Bloodborne, back to back played without getting hit once in all of these games. That's called the God Run. And we did that a couple of weeks ago. We finished it. It took us 8 months of my life.
Whew.
And like every day, practicing every day for this run. And it's a 14-hour run, estimated time between 12 and 14 hours. And yeah, I was leveling decks there, yes, a lot.
I was there for that one. I enjoyed seeing the conclusion to that run, because I had only been lurking for the first little bit and then decided to start watching regularly a few weeks before.
Yeah, it was it was hard work, and there were a lot of weeks where I was about to give up, because it's not only hard when it comes down to the gameplay and everything, it's also like the mental factor is even harder, I believe. At some point you reset a lot to the beginning and it starts to fuck up your mind a little bit.
I bet. I mean, just think about attempting that is already mentally taxing. To actually do it is insane.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was the world's second run ever did. Like on record. Maybe there's some crazy person out there who did it without recording it.
Yeah. Well, Ed, I'll let you handle the next question here.
All right. So we're going to dive into a little bit of the origin story, the superhero origin story. We're wanting to know how you first got into the Soul series.
That's actually not too long ago. I started playing and stream. Like I already streamed by that time. I was basically variety streaming before that. And I started watching, like I heard about this crazy guy at the Happy Hop and his no-hit runs on Souls, and I started watching him, and there were two other big Souls streamers back then. They're still streaming, but not only Souls anymore. Squillakilla and Faraz Khan, and I was watching these guys, and that was basically the first time I got in touch with Souls. I did not play it myself by this time, but I knew it. Like everyone knew it, right? Everyone knows Dark Souls. And then there was the remastered coming out in 2018, I believe, right? Yeah, it was 2018.
I think
2018.
So. That sounds about right.
Yeah, in May, if I'm correct. And one guy in my stream chat, yeah, suggested that I should play Dark Souls. And I knew about it, and I knew it was a good game because everyone was talking positive about Dark Souls, and so I said, yes, why not? Let's just start up Dark Souls, right? And I played the first game completely blind in 2018, and after I had like my second or third session, I was totally hooked. Like I couldn't stop thinking about the game. There's some, I don't know, the mechanic, the reward mechanic in Dark Souls is so unique, and it's, I don't know, I was just absolutely hooked and almost addicted, I would say. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I couldn't stop trying these boss fights, exploring the world. It was absolutely amazing.
I completely understand that. My first run was similar, just hooked me immediately, and I had to see more.
And you look like you've adapted pretty quick then from the sounds of it in 2018. I've been playing these games for upwards of 5 and 6 years, and I don't think I could even attempt a no death run, or even a no hit run at that.
Yeah, I started playing Dark Souls 1 maybe a year before 2 came out, and I wouldn't even dream of doing this. I mean, what's your secret, man? What do you do to be able to do this? Is it cocaine?
No, it's not. It's not cocaine.
Damn.
No drugs involved, actually. I don't know. I wanted to learn more about it. It was always the same for me in gaming, I believe. When I start something and I really like it, I want to learn almost everything about it. I know there are people out there who are better than I am. Obviously, there are.
I doubt that.
No, for sure. Believe me, there are a lot of really crazy people out there. But I really wanted to learn everything about these games, or a lot at least. And I just watched these people like Hop and Faraz and Squilla. Credits to them, because they were basically doing the hard work by routing these games hitless, right? They were the first one trying it, and I just watched their videos and tried it myself. Turns out it looks easy, but it isn't if you do it yourself. There's a lot to learn. You have to learn all these bosses perfectly. You need to know when a boss does a specific attack, how to react, when to punish, when to dodge, and to wait, stuff like that.
Yeah, that is a difficult skill to pick up. I've watched a couple of friends try to play, and they can't even read the enemies very well. So for you to pick that up and just master it so quickly is impressive.
Yeah, obviously it took me also quite some time, and I invested a lot of time. 2018, I wasn't a full-time streamer. I was just streaming. Basically, I was streaming for fun. But I almost streamed daily. Not a long time to like at the moment I'm a full-time streamer, or I became a full-time streamer in 2020, and I streamed back then maybe 3 hours a day. Sometimes I didn't, but at the moment I stream 7 days a week, and there's obviously a lot of time I put into these games.
So
in 2 years, I'm sorry, what?
You first.
Okay. In 2 years of playing only Dark Souls 3 now, I think I have like 1,800 hours in Dark Souls 3.
Whew. Well, since you went full-time streaming in 2020, that means one good thing has happened this year.
Yeah, that's true. Like by all the bad things that happened, my 2020 wasn't too bad. Like my personal 2020 wasn't too bad. But everything else about this year was, yeah, pretty much shitty.
Well, on to our next question here. and it's kind of a two-answer. On your first run of Dark Souls 1, did you save or kill Solaire? And then what do you do normally with him?
That's actually, oh my god, yeah. On my first run of Dark Souls 1, I killed Solaire.
No.
Oh no.
But I killed him by accident. Because I didn't know about him. I like when you start these games and you have no knowledge whatsoever, and I had no knowledge whatsoever. Like everything was basically blind for me. I'm not quite sure. I think I attacked him by accident once.
No, poor
I didn't even want to do it. Like when you first encounter him, right? You talk to him, and I believe I tapped out of the game, and I clicked into the window again with my mouse button, my right mouse button, and my character attacked him. and then he aggroed and he wanted to kill me, and then I had to kill him.
Oh man.
And then we killed Solaire, actually, yeah. Yeah, I think this is how it happened. It's a shame, but it was a mistake. I would never kill him again.
My friend had a similar experience with Eilean the Crow the first time he came across her.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, it can happen in these games.
Yeah. What do you do in your normal runs with him now? Do you usually save him? Do you usually kill him, or just leave him alone?
We'll just leave him alone.
Oh, I suppose that's probably best for him.
Yeah.
All
in
right.
our Dark Souls 1 runs.
Well, our next question was what your first Souls game was, but you've already answered that. So why don't you take the next one here, Ed?
So, yeah, we did cover your first Souls game. So now we're wondering which one is your favorite?
Yeah, like I like all the Souls games. I also like Dark Souls 2. I like all Souls games out of different reasons. But I think my personal favorite is Dark Souls 3. And I don't know, I feel like I have a special connection to Dark Souls 3 because that's the game I made my first no-hit run in, and
I didn't know that was the first one you didn't no-hit on.
Yeah, we played through all games first, like casually, and then I started no-hit running, or first it was no death, and then no-hit Dark Souls 3.
Oh, right.
And yeah, that's why I have like a special connection or something. I feel like this is the right answer, yeah.
Well, I hope.
But all the games are absolutely amazing. Also Dark Souls. I know a lot of people don't like Dark Souls 2, but I like it as well.
Well, 2 is my personal favorite, but I know a lot of people are going to be angry.
I can understand that. I can totally understand that.
Oh, man. Well, what about 3 makes it your favorite? Is it just because it was your first no-hit, or is there something that connects with you on that?
I think it was that first... Yeah, it's always kind of a journey when you start no-hitting a game. You're really bad at the beginning. You have this high baseline of 50, 60 hits or whatever it is. And you just go through that journey. And it was basically my first one with this game. And it was such a special moment for me because... I wanted to join Team Hitless on Twitch. It's a Twitch team, and when you no-hit one of these Souls games, you get an invitation to Team Hitless if it's a legit no-hit run. And yeah, and I really wanted to join this team so bad, and I grinded for my first no-hit run a long time. It took me 3.5 months to no-hit Dark Souls 3 in any percent.
And then you're part of a higher kind of society now. I saw you today on stream with your Soulsborne no hit T-shirt on.
Yeah, that's someone sent it to me after the run was done. Someone sent it to me. That was super nice.
Have you thought about having a custom trophy made to celebrate your success?
I'm getting a tattoo. Like it's like not only, but it's Solar Cinder because it was the last boss we fought on the Soulsborne no-hit run, and I'm getting a tattoo of him on my arm.
Very nice. Well, let's move on here. I probably already know the answer to this one, but how excited are you for the Demon Souls remake for the PS5?
Obviously, I'm very excited.
Well, what do you think is going to be different? I mean, do you think they're going to fix a few things, multi-directional rolling, that kind of stuff? Maybe.
I hope like exactly these things. The FPS, multi-directional rolling. The graphics are obviously stunning. Maybe there might be some added cut content from the original version. I don't know.
I know the frozen area was almost completed, and then they just scrapped.
Yeah. That would be cool. That would be really cool. Yeah, we'll have to see.
So,
but I'm super excited about that. Yes.
something that has struck me right just now is kind of curious is, do you think, depending on how different this Demon Souls remake will be, do you think with no hit running that it'll replace the original Demon Souls, or it'll be another game added on to a new God run?
I personally think if like no one else will, I'm pretty sure no one else um, will get the God run within this time now until the new Demon Souls releases. And I'm pretty sure if someone attempts it in 2021, for example, then they will use the new Demon Souls version, and that's perfectly fine for me. Obviously, I wanted to beat it with the old version because the Happy Hop is kind of a role model for me, right? That's why I started all this, or he's the reason I started it all, and that's why I really wanted to beat the run with the old version of Demon Souls because he did it as well. But I think it would be wise to use the new version then, yes. But we have to see how hard it is. Like it might play better, but maybe it's way harder to no hit than the old version. We don't know yet, right?
Well, I suggest if they add a difficulty setting that we burn down the capital of every country in the world and riot until they remove it. Well,
All right.
you take the next one here, Ed.
So, this next question, it can be in the connotation of like whether you're no hitting or casually playing. We're
Yeah.
wanting to know your favorite and least favorite boss fight. This can be either when you're no hitting or when you're just running through casually.
In all of these games, yeah, right.
Just in like if you could just pick one from the entire or multiple favorites and least favorites. I know it's kind of hard to
Yeah,
pick.
that's hard. Like only one is hard, but
Favorite and least favorite from each game.
my favorite, like I can pick one from all of these games because I will just pick the one who's in my mind first. And my favorite boss fight, because there's so much connection to it, is Solo Cinder, I believe. There, so many runs ended on Solo Cinder, and I had so many beautiful moments connected to this boss fight and epic moments. That's why I would pick him as my absolute favorite boss fight. And my least favorite boss fight.
There's a lot of good candidates for this one.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god. My least favorite boss fight from all of them, probably one of the Demon Souls. I would say False King Aland and Demon Souls.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Like out of a no-hit perspective now.
Oh, I suppose. The Bed of Chaos would be up there.
No, the Battle. Yeah. Yeah, it's a different mechanic, right? Killing the Battle Chaos. That's true. But I actually like these boss fights where the mechanic is so differently. If you compare it to a normal boss fight where you just dodge and punish, and the Bed of Chaos boss fight is a little bit different. I like that actually. Here and there.
Well, we talked a little bit about streaming before, but how did you get into streaming? What happened to get you into that just originally?
Nothing basically. I just started because I was gaming for my entire life, and I knew about Twitch and I was watching Twitch as well. But I thought maybe if I just Like I was gaming every day, so I thought to myself, I could just do this live, right? If someone joins chat and writes something in chat, that would be nice. So I could just talk to someone while playing the game. And I did not start Twitch with the intention to become a full-time streamer or to make any money out of it. Not at all. I was just starting out of that the thought that I could start, that someone could just watch my gameplay if they want to and maybe comment it, and that's it. But there was no initial plan to I have to start Twitch, and then after 3 months I have to get to this and this point, and after 6 to this and that point.
It was just an honest, for fun start. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Well, I have a spontaneous question for you here that I just thought of. To help prepare for this, I watched a little bit of your compilation videos of funny moments.
Yeah.
A moment that stuck out to me to show that you are such a multi-talented individual. You were playing Dark Souls while playing the piano with your penis and with your ass. How did you learn to do all that?
Yeah, that's amazing, right?
I mean,
it took me years of practice, obviously.
You don't play that trombone normally.
Yeah, that's no, I don't. That's one of our memes. Like I like to personalize these runs and to just play on specific spots, specific music, or have like specific memes for an entire running section or something like that.
Yeah, the Freddie Mercury look was in there as well, which I really
Yeah.
You have some excellent music playing in the background at times, man.
Yeah, the problem at the moment is that a lot of streamers got these DMCA bans, and I can't play Queen music at the moment. It's not possible any longer on Twitch. They have to figure something out. Maybe at some point we're back to normal with playing all the music we want, but it would be some kind of risk to play Queen, for example. Everything from Universal Music Group or Warner Music Groups is a little bit dangerous to play on stream.
Well, I think we answered the next couple questions through our talking before, but Ed, why don't you take number 11 here?
So what was your training and preparation, both mental and through playing video games, to get ready for the God run?
Like I didn't prep my mental specifically. It just came over time, I believe. We were starting off with these normal any percents, like every single game, no hit. Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne. Not back to back, but we played them all hitless. And after that, we tried to do the trilogy run, which is all 3 Dark Souls parts played back to back, like 1, 2, 3, back to back without getting hit. And yeah, throughout that journey, basically throughout that time, my mentality was trained, I believe, a little bit as well.
So you've almost your entire life preparing for this.
Not my entire life, but yeah, I prepared through doing, but it was different. Like the Soulsborne no-hit run was just a little bit different because it's way longer than everything else. It's doubled, basically. I believe the trilogy was around about 6 hours and the Soulsborne was 14 hours. So it's just way, even though it's only 2 games more, but you play way longer the further you're in, way slower the further you're in, and it just stretches out that run so much. And I think the last 8 months trained my mentality a lot by resetting and trying to reflect on these mistakes I did. And I remember the last couple of weeks, I was just, and every day I was spending like 5 minutes before I started the stream telling myself that I know everything, that I can do it, and that I absolutely, if I play it slow enough, I can play through all of these games without getting hit. And I had to tell it to myself before starting it up every day almost, because it's a lot about mentality, I feel.
That is some extreme dedication, man.
Yeah, I really love what I do there, to be honest, and I'm super thankful that I can do this for a living right now, and I'm very dedicated to do more of these runs in the future. Not only Souls, maybe we'll branch out to other games as well.
I hope you don't
So
suffer too much through Sekiro.
Yeah, that's still on the menu. Actually, we have to do Sekiro at some point.
So speaking of Sekiro, I'd like to cut in and ask, you've got the God Run 1 under your belt. Is there any thoughts about attempting God Run 2 with Sekiro added? I know I've been watching Hob on and off, him trying to attempt that second God Run.
Yeah. At the moment, I don't think so. Like, I need a little bit of a break because that was really draining. And maybe in the future, yes, maybe with the new Demon Souls version, we could attempt a 6-game run then, yes. But maybe next year. I don't know. I just need some shorter runs for now. But who knows? Next year I might start another one, trying to get the God Run 2, 6 games, Soulsborne, Nikiro, without getting hit. I can't tell yet.
You're gonna start getting some gray hair early at that rate.
Yeah, I already have one. Have some, yeah. I mean, I'm not the youngest. I'm 31 years old.
Yeah, well, even then, you've only got 2 years on, or 4 years on me. But
yeah.
But at the end of the God Run, what were you thinking? What were you feeling when you landed that last blow on the soul of Cinder?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I felt like it was like I felt everything, I believe. I have no idea. They were like, I think I said at the end as well, it was for real. It was hell and back. Like, it was so, I don't know. There were like so many people, and I really wanted to end this on this specific day, and I was so relieved. I think it was relief, and I was so happy. I don't know. I was crying. I was crying for like 15 minutes like a baby, and I couldn't stop. It took me some time to realize what just happened and that we actually did it. And at this specific moment, I was just relieved that it's actually over.
I expect you're probably going to take a little bit of a break from Dark Souls after that.
After this one, no, obviously not, right? I took 1 day off afterwards. I promised to everyone that I take 1 day off after the run is done, and I kept my promise. I took 1 day off, and after that I was back, and then now we're going for another one.
All right. Ed, I'll let you take question number 13 here on our list.
So, we know you're well versed with challenge runs, but do you ever play for just maybe off stream, just play one for fun, just launch a game, or maybe just stream once or twice, just a day to unwind away from hitless challenges and a little bit of the stress that comes with that?
Yeah. I play a lot of different games off stream as well, here and there. On stream, sometimes maybe on a special day when something special is happening, or when we decide to do something aside from Souls, I play something else as well. Yeah, I'm totally into other games. I like all kinds of games.
What are some of your other non-Souls favorites? What else do you play?
Like, when you ask me what's my favorite game, and I can only name one single game, it's not a Souls game. It's The Witcher 3.
Excellent choice.
It's one of my absolute favorite. Maybe if I have to name one, I would name this game. It was absolutely amazing from start to finish.
I did spend quite a few hundred hours, almost up to 1,000, I think, just
Yeah,
spending
same.
time with The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
I never quite got into it myself. There was a disconnect between me and it, but it's definitely just a beautiful and well made game, and I wish I could enjoy it properly.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I would say it's one of my favorite games. Yes. But I play all kind of games, and I would also play them on stream. But obviously, my content at the moment is challenge runs, especially in Souls. So I stream this and play the other games aside, like off stream.
So are you looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077 since this
Absolutely, yeah. I will immediately start it up on release day and try it. Because I'm super hyped for this game. I know there's a lot of hype, and maybe the game will not live up to the hype, but I think like it has to be a great game. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, if it's half as good as The Witcher, it'll be a great game.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So yes, I'm hyped about that. Yeah. But it's actually easy to get me hyped. It's yeah. I like things. I tend to like things very quick.
Well, speaking of other games, are there other Souls-like games that you like? Neo, The Surge, Lords of the Fallen.
I never played. Yeah, since I'm not into the Souls genre for that long, I played Neo. I played 75% through the game around that, and I stopped playing it because I don't know, I did not like it when I first played it. Maybe I should give it another chance, but Neo was the only one I played from these Souls-like games, and I did not enjoy it. It's a great game, but I don't know. It was just weird playing it after playing all the Souls titles. I played it immediately after, and it felt a little bit weird. I don't know. I did not like it that much. But it's not a bad game. I know a lot of people like it, and I don't think it's a bad game. It was just nothing for me after playing all the Souls games and Bloodborne.
I understand that. Have you checked out the Surge 1 and 2?
I know Surge 1 and 2, but I never played them, no.
They might be worth checking out. They really scratched that Dark Souls itch for me when I needed something new to play. And they're also sci-fi, so it's a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
But I think maybe your next challenge run should be Lords of the Fallen no hit.
I watched Lords of the Fallen, actually. I watched it, and it like the look of it is pretty cool, but it feels so slow, so I don't know.
If you can play through Lords of the Fallen regularly without ripping your hair out, then that will be a challenge in and of itself.
Yeah, is it that hard, or what is?
I feel just the way it plays so slow, it can be very, very frustrating at times.
Yeah, just watch it. I never played it myself, but it looks very slow.
Souls veterans who are used to being adaptable with how fast they want to move. You don't get that much of an option in Lords of the Fallen.
Yeah.
Sequel in development somewhere too.
Yeah, Lords of the Fallen too. Nice.
Ooh. Well,
yeah, there's a lot to play for me from Souls likes. I only tried Neo. Yeah.
Well, we talked about this before we started recording, but I'm sure a lot of people are wondering about how to pronounce your YouTube channel name and what it means.
Yeah, my Dinossindgeil. That's German. I'm from. Did I say I'm from Germany? I didn't, right?
I don't know. There might be Polish listeners.
I'm from Germany, and yeah, it's Dino. You pronounce in German. You pronounce Dinossindgeil. You can also say Dinossindgeil. It doesn't matter, and it means that dinos means dinosaurs. Sind is basically R, and Geil means either, it depends on context, either it means cool or horny. You can say both. Like if someone is Geil, he's either cool or horny.
Dinosaurs are cool and or horny.
Yeah,
It's a fine
exactly.
line to walk being a dinosaur.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, that is a dinosaur's entire existence summed up right there.
Yep.
Speaking of being German, Germany has a great history of beer.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy?
Ooh, that's a good one. My favorite beer, or because I'm not drinking a lot of beer. I used to, but at the moment I'm drinking almost no alcohol. My favorite beer in Germany is, I'm not quite sure if you guys are familiar with that. It's called Störtebeker.
I think I've heard.
It's from northern Germany. It was like beer of the year once or twice. I'm not quite sure. And yeah, there's always this contest in Germany, the beer of the year, and it was once beer of the year, and I tried it, and I really like it. It's Störtebeker. That's the name of the beer.
All right. Well, Ed, why don't you take the last couple questions here because they kind of roll one into the other.
All right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap up here. Our last question for you. So what advice do you think you would give to newer players just starting with Souls, or veteran players like Stock and myself who would maybe at some point in the future want to try no hit runs?
If you want to start no hit runs, there are lots of tutorials out there. I'm making tutorials myself. You can watch these and then just try to learn the different sections and the different boss fights. If you're playing on a PC, it's even better because you make your own save games and just run a specific section or fight a specific boss fight over and over again until you understood. It's all about understanding the game basically, and you have to put a lot of time into it, obviously, and you have to learn a lot. But you just need patience and perseverance. That's basically all you need to no hit a Souls game.
What would you say to people who are just picking up these games for the first time, who just want to play normally?
And enjoy, just explore, enjoy, and die. You gotta die, and you have to embrace it, and you have to like it, obviously, because that's the thing with Souls. The more you die, the sweeter is that victory at the end. I remember myself playing Dark Souls 1, and I died like 3 hours, 60, 70 times to Ornstein and Smo in Anor Londo. And after I beat these guys, I felt like the king of the world. It was absolutely amazing.
That is that love-hate relationship with Miyazaki.
Yeah. It's absolutely amazing. Just this, the reward at the end is worth everything you suffer through. Yeah, and you just have to experience that. And if you make it up to that point, to that sweet point of victory, you will see this is the best feeling, and you will get hooked for sure. So if you're new, just enjoy dying.
Yeah, don't get frustrated about dying. It's going to happen.
And don't take it personally either.
Yes, exactly.
Well, speaking of dying, a lot of people remember their first death in these games. Do you remember your first Dark Souls death?
That's actually a good question. I'm pretty sure I started with Dark Souls 1. I'm pretty sure it was an undead asylum. I'm 100% sure I died to the asylum demon.
That was before or after getting a weapon?
I think before. I didn't know to run to the left. Like there's that door opening and you have to run through, right? And I didn't run through, and I just fought him with that broken straight sword. Or I tried to fight him and I realized, oh my god, I'm not doing any damage to him. And then I died, yeah.
That's
and then
sneaky little thing they do to you in the beginning there.
Yeah. But after I realized I have to run around and then do the plunge and get a weapon and stuff like that, then it was okay. But I think I died to him. Yeah, that was my first death.
Well, obviously, as these games get older and older, we tend to discover more and more things. I mean, people are still discovering cut content for Bloodborne. The most surprising thing you've learned in this series? A little trick, a weakness, cut content. What's your favorite little hidden tidbit of knowledge that you've found?
Question. I was surprised a lot by these games. Like on my first playthroughs, there were so many moments where I was super, especially in Dark Souls 3, because there's so much fan service in this game. When you get back to Enolondo, for example, or when you're down in these demon ruins and you find the dead body of Quelag, I believe, or her sister, Quilana, yeah, or yeah, the Fair Lady. And there are so many moments I was surprised. Or in the DLCs, that Patches quest at the end was absolutely amazing. That made Patches actually to one of my favorite characters.
Me too. It really gave him some depth that he needed.
Yeah. That Patches quest was absolutely amazing and surprised me as well. And the moment I fell into Midir's pit after beating him actually on that bridge, I thought, man, I fucking beat that dragon. And then someone sent me down there because it's so hard to find. To be fair, that's what I'm most surprised about actually, that people found all that they explored this game so good, and there was so much dedication to exploring these games that they could find all of that. That's insane, and that's absolutely amazing, and that shows how amazing this community is. It's crazy. And how dedicated.
Well, I think we've hit a good time here. Nico, thank you for taking time out of your schedule to join us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. It was amazing. Thank you very much.
We will definitely have to have another recording session with you soon. And good luck with the God Run once the Demon Souls remake comes out.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right. Thanks for listening, everyone, and we'll see you next time.